Welcome to Money Saving Mama. And I am here today with another food bank haul. Now, this is the food bank that you can go on a Monday to every other week. This food bank is church run by totally volunteers that go out on a Friday with their own vehicles and pick up the food, bring it back to the church, and organize it for Monday. Let's go ahead and start the haul. Let's wait. We got to go over a little farther, guys. We got some ground pork Smithfield. It looks really good. I'm gonna tell you. I check out the meat now. I really do, and I want to make sure before I spend time cooking it that it's good to start. It looks good. Moving on, we got my favorite brand of meatballs. If you get this for the food bank, you see this on a good deal, buy it, guys. I have seen it at a local grocery store. Lowe's Foods sometimes has it. Sometimes they go on sale. Sometimes I've seen it at Publix. This looks like it might have been at Food Lion, so maybe Food Lion too. These meatballs are excellent. Now, you want to do these slow, pan fry them. You can do them in the crock pot, but I have not had good success cooking these in the crock pot. The pan with oil seems to be the best way to cook these up. Do it slow. Make sure you don't overcook these because they will become hard. But they put in some really good spices in these Italian style meatballs. Look at the bold red pepper. I bet you they put my favorite fennel in there in these meatballs. But go ahead and if you can get them, guys. Moving on, I look at these once, okay? I was getting excited. I thought these were salmon patties, and I love salmon patties. But these are different. They're buffalo chicken patties. Looks like donated by Food Lion. This is something I've never seen. I don't even know if I would purchase them if I saw them because, I'm not sure about this. Chicken in a patty and then flavored with buffalo. I'm going to try it. I'll let you know in the comment section. Let me know if you've tried these before too. I think the best way to cook them would be pan fry them with some oil. I think grilling them might make them too tough and too dried out. But let me know in the comment section if you guys have tried this buffalo chicken patty. It doesn't really say brand name on there. Do you guys see it at all? It just says manager special. Let's see if it's on the back. All the way around. It's got to say company. I don't know. I don't see one, guys. Okay, way over. Made in the USA. Hooray! Okay, I don't see it. If you've purchased these and you know the brand name of these, and let me know. Okay, moving on. Oh goodness, I forgot the name of it. Yellow. It'll come back to me. Okay, a head of lettuce, a yellow squash. That's what it is. A senior moment, guys, and it comes very frequently lately, especially when I'm tired. Some pizza, and it's already in the Ziploc bag. I can put it right in the freezer because kids are getting sick of pizza. But if I break it out, sometimes if I do it in a toaster oven, then like toasting it up, it's just a different way, and then they can dunk it in some sauce. But I try to slip it in where I can, like on a weekend lunch, something like that, something warm, and I start cooking it even before I don't even ask. Just start putting it in. Now, this would be really good with the pizza. This is some bone-in buffalo chicken wings, and it looks like they're cold. It does not look like they're seasoned at all, which is fine. We can season here. We got lots of buffalo sauce, so those look pretty good. And we've had Food Lion wings in the packages before, and they've been really good. We've really enjoyed them. Can't say anything bad about that. Moving on, we got some ham. Oh, this is always loved in the household. Some Primadella, so it must be from Walmart. And let's see, not even a little less than a half a pound. We'll definitely enjoy that when it thaws out. The kids probably won't even have sandwiches with this. They've been just grabbing a few slices of lunch meat as a snack lately, unfortunately. You know, they love lunch meat. We got one nice red delicious apple. Look how gorgeous that color is, guys. Woo-wee. Makes you think fall is here. Yes. And I don't have any mums and I don't have any pumpkins, so nothing fall here at all. I feel really bad, but I might get a pumpkin or two because their kids are little. Maybe they want to carve a pumpkin, but I haven't yet. Okay, this is the ultimate item here, guys. Look at this tray. I'll back up of fruit. $25.29. Holy moly! Yeah, that is a lot. That's like a quarter of my parents' grocery budget for the month. Yeah, for the month. But this looks really good. Look at that watermelon. I can't wait to dig in and have that watermelon, watermelon's not really on my diet. But I can have one or two pieces and just not a ton. That's why I can't buy a whole watermelon. I just eat too much of it, and I have a bad reaction after, and then I'm suffering for like a week. Okay, head of lettuce, and then look at that fudge iced chocolate cake. Looks good. Okay, that I bet is Food Lion. Yep, it's Food Lion. Very thankful for that. Cream cheese icing on there. Woo-wee. Now it says fudge icing, and then it says cream cheese. So this must be the fudge. Then the cream cheese, yeah, is the white. Kind of confusing, guys. I would rather it be all fudge than the two on there. But you know what? We love it anyway. I love icing. I really, really love icing. Now my daughter hates icing. So she'll have a piece of cake and she'll start scraping. Do you have those people in your family? They start scraping the icing off, and then they give you the plate when they're done, and it's like a pile of icing. And you're like, oh, wow. And then they'll say, can I have another slice? And you're like, really? You left half the icing on your plate. Start eating the icing. But no, I feel bad, because then she says, well, Mom, it's not good for me. All those high calories in the icing. And do you think the actual cake part is low calories? But I won't go there because you can't fight with a teenager, okay? Teenagers are always right, and then they get moods where mood swings here or there, and you say hello to them, and they're like, and you're like, what's wrong? Nothing. I'm tired. So when they're tired, they have to pout around the house like something horrible happened. They lost their best friend or something, All of a sudden, kids are, you think, oh my goodness, is she having a fight with her friend? No, she's tired. Okay, moving on. I could go all day about teenagers here. Lemon-filled donuts. Ooh, these are going to be so good. And the other day, we got Krispy Kreme. And my husband went through them all, and he's like, is there any jelly? Is there any jelly? And we found one that looked like jelly, and we opened it up in the Barbie Krispy Kreme, and it was filled with like a pink Bavarian cream, but it tasted like medicine. It tasted like they tried to make a Barbie version, and it was not good. So he will definitely enjoy these. And I think my daughter might too, because she is a lemon lover. She loves lemon loaf, lemon cake, anything lemon pudding. She loves her lemon. So she might eat those too if she's not watching her calories, and have to pick off the icing. But she will love this. She loves red velvet cake. And this is just one slice. Publix. Oh my God. 920 calories. Oh my goodness. Wow. If you eat this, it's like a day. No, you get a little more than 920 for a day, but goodness gracious. If I ate this, I couldn't eat for another meal or two. Which, okay, do you know more and more people that are only eating one meal a day because they're trying to watch like what they have and watch their grocery bill? My dad especially. he tries to go all day, and then he eats a couple crackers in the afternoon, maybe a couple of chips or something, and then he'll have dinner. And then he eats baked goods and stuff. So are more and more seniors eating one meal a day because they can't afford to eat 3 meals and a couple snacks? It's sad, guys. Something's got to be done, because it shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be that seniors have to eat 1 meal a day. Okay? I mean, they keep saying, oh, we're not in the Great Depression. We're not in the recession. Seniors are eating 1 meal a day because they can't afford to eat 3. So don't get me going about that. I'm just, it'll set me off. Okay, in the back, we have some rye bread from Publix, and you couldn't believe this price. It was like, keep going here, girl. Okay, $4.69. $4.69 a loaf of bread. Goodness gracious. It's a little hard, so we might need to soften it up in the microwave. But I love rye. I love the ham, a little bit of ham with the rye. Oh goodness, I wonder if Thousand Island dressing would be good with the ham and rye, because we got a little bit of Thousand Island dressing. I bet that would be good. And I got some sauerkraut. Now, we don't have pastrami, but you could use the ham in place of the pastrami. And yeah, we could do some sauerkraut, rye bread, and Thousand Island dressing. That sounds really good. If I tell my husband, he'll be here. He'll be pan frying sandwiches, because he loves a good pan fried with the butter and really high heat on there, really crispy, sandwich. Yeah, don't get him started. We were watching Subway the other day on television. Well, we hardly ever watch television because we don't sit down. But we saw Subway. No, it wasn't Subway. I'm wrong. Jersey Mike's. Forget Subway. They don't put any meat on their sandwich. It was Jersey Mike's, and they were loading it. Loading that cold cuts on that sandwich. Loading the cheese on the sandwich, guys. Oh, goodness. It looks so good. I was like drooling, because I was like, oh, my goodness, we need some Jersey Mike's. And I haven't had Jersey Mike's in like years. I mean, maybe for a holiday or something, I can convince everyone that we should splurge and, get one of those. What's the big one called? Giant Jersey Mike subs. And I don't even know the names anymore because I forget. I don't go there enough. But yeah, Jersey Mike's, that commercial looks so good. Some sourdough bread, some pistachios for the fire, pink salmon. We got 2 cans of black beans, a can of carnation evaporated milk. This is the one you make fudge with, right? Pies, mac and cheese, scrambled eggs. I think this is the one you make fudge with, because it's going to be getting that time, Christmas time. Everyone wants fudge. And my husband likes the one with the nuts, and my daughter and I prefer no nuts. So we'll be making like 2 batches of fudge. It's a lot cheaper to make it yourself, though. Okay. We got just a mixture of bagels, and we are just going to love these. Look at that. Everything, and it looks like whole wheat and blueberry and Asiago, and I don't know, Asiago mixed with everything. Yep, those look good. And they're pretty fresh. I bet they're about a day old. But they probably picked them up Friday. So you would think they picked them up Friday. I don't know. Maybe they're a couple days old here. Okay, moving back. We got lots of apple sauces. And look, it's already got the cinnamon in that one for me, so I need to add the cinnamon. We got Maria's cookies. Maria's cookies look good. They're hard cookie, like a butter cookie they look like a tea Dunkin' cookie, instead of the graham crackers in your tea. Which, when my son gets sick, he asks for water and graham crackers, and he dunks his graham crackers in water. Yeah, that sounds gross. When we were sick, we used to dunk it in tea. But water, I don't know about. He does it. I don't know. Cashews, and those are nice for the car. It's something to eat real fast in the car. Like today, I had some Cheez-Its while I was waiting an hour and a half in the line, and I drove about a half an hour there and a half an hour back. So yeah, I had a little bit of a trip, but I got to listen to the radio, and I didn't hear screaming children. So you know what? I'll take the peaceful ride any day. These look like from Aldi's maybe. They look like some low calorie fudge bar, low sugar. Maybe my husband will enjoy those because of the low sugar. And and the fiber. They got fiber. Okay. This one looks just like a Nutri-Grain bar, but the Aldi's version of Nutri-Grain bars. And it's a lot smaller than the Nutri-Grain bar, but those are nice. And let's see, applesauce, and then one with cinnamon. And then we got some toiletries. Before I said on the toiletries, I was just thinking, over the weekend, we looked at our cell phone bill. And all of a sudden, it went up again. The cell phone bill went up, and I was mad. So I go looking it over, and I says, wait, we used to get a discount. Okay, because if you're a teacher, if you work in healthcare, they have all these, if you serve, they have all these reasons why you receive a discount with Verizon. And we were receiving a discount. It was like 10%. All of a sudden, they decided to stop giving us a discount. And that was the difference. So we had to call, and my husband had to resubmit the information, which was just, a business card saying he worked in healthcare. So that we get the discount again. But what you need to do going forward is, I was thinking, everyone needs to watch their bills, make sure that they're not going up for some reason that they just all of a sudden decided to stop giving you a discount. And if at all possible, you can call and you have the time, negotiate your bills. Okay, call your insurance company and say, look, I haven't been in an accident in 10 years or whatever time. Is there any way you can give me a discount for good, driving or something like that? Is there any way you can give me a discount? Is there any way you can lower my bills? Medical bills. Is there any way, my brother's very good at this. Pregnancy bills and stuff like that for the hospital. He negotiated with his hospital. It was a small hospital. He could call them. He said, look, I can only pay this much. I can pay this much a month, and that's all I can pay. And then in the end, they called him up and they says, look, it's, I don't know, whatever it was left on it, the balance. And my brother said, look, I can pay half of that bill. I can't pay the bill. They took half of it and they wrote it all off. So medical bills can be written off. The hospital can write them off if you negotiate. So try that. Credit cards. You can call them and try to see if maybe something you could transfer it to a lower rate. Negotiate. See if you can get a lower rate on those credit cards. Let's see. Internet services. Call them and see if they'll give you another discount if you say you're going to disconnect. We've done that before with the television. We called them one time. We said, look, we don't really watch this television. What's the lowest rate possible? Then we said, no, we can't do that. That's too much money. And then they came back and gave us a lower rate. Then we came back a couple of months after and decided we didn't really need the TV anymore because you can get a lot through YouTube and Hulu and all these other services. You don't need the TV. I wanted to touch upon this. I forgot this. Chicken salad and crackers with dried cranberries. This will be an excellent snack. I can't wait to try the chicken salad, actually. It looks pretty good. So negotiate, and shop around. If for some unknown reason you don't like your car insurance, shop around. See if you can get a better rate. You never know. So negotiate, shop around. Those are 2 ways you can save money on your bills, which I have. And moving on. We got toiletries in the back, feminine products, a roll of paper towels, guys. And it's not like the cheap version. It feels like Bounty or something. Love that. Will be very, very helpful. 1, 2, 3 rolls of toilet paper. Excellent. Look how soft that is. You can see it's soft. It's not the one I buy. That's like sandpaper. So we will greatly appreciate that. Some Cottonelle wipes for the toilet. You know when you need these. You need these. Okay, some wet wipes. And I've been keeping one of these in my car because wet wipes, you never know. The kid gets in the car from school and, oh, Mom, I used markers. And they're all over his hands. Wow. And they didn't have a place to wash their hands at school, so we wash in the car. A Tide pack for those times where you just get a stain. Oh no, this is, I think, let me see again. Yeah, this is where like you're traveling and you can wash it in the sink. So I'm going to give my husband these because he does have to travel for work. And sometimes, he spills on stuff. And those would be good in his travel bag. Okay, a bar of Dove soap. Yes, I love Dove. It smells so good. And it's so smooth. Because some of those other soaps are so harsh. Dove is so soft and on your skin. 2 things of hand sanitizer, because you can never have enough of that. We are always sanitizing. And then we got some bags. They look like bathroom bags, so those will be nice because I just use like Walmart bags in the bathroom. But go ahead and pan through. One thing I did notice is it is less stuff this time. We are thankful for every single thing we receive, and we will use everything we receive. And if we don't use it, we will share it with someone that can use it, that needs it. We try to find people that are needy, maybe elderly people, my parents, things, and that they would be able to benefit from. But I will tell you, there was a line of people getting off the bus, about 20 in line. They come with rolling luggage. They come with walkers. I mean, it would just break your heart if you saw these people coming without cars. And I was just thinking in the back of my mind, it's too bad they have no way to like bring them a box of food like at other places, because it's hard on them, guys, and it's hot. It's hot to be pushing a wheelchair and then grabbing a duffel bag of clothes, duffel bag, pushing a walker. I can't talk today. And then grabbing a duffel bag of food, not clothes, Angela, food, and then having to take the bus back. But that's what they do because people are struggling. People are really struggling right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please please make sure you're subscribed. Please hit that notification bell. Please share my channel with all your social media friends that might be interested in seeing what you receive at a food bank. Me sharing ideas where you can save money on your bills, save money in life in general. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next Money Saving Mama video.